and part 16. I guess that's kind of sweet, huh? I gotta shoot some trips though. I left off. I was doing these little missions. I was on here for like 4 hours last night, beefed out on here. But I said when I get up, I go ahead and finish these up. So I'm gonna run through here, knock these little missions off through here, and finish walking it out. I told you so far, it's a great game. That's he going with me. They going there in the war room. I finally run into the brother and everybody, y'all. They up here, they through there. So I need to turn around. Oh, it is one this way too. It's one around here. It's right up in here. I've been trying to get all these little side missions out the way, get close to 100% as I can, so the next time I play around, these the children that took the weights. A few things you gotta do in the hideout before you can even leave. Crazy, huh?
Part of your studies, I see. What is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't. Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh.
And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? Why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry
Oh,
on.
listen to me.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we? All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others? This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Mididol's dungeon is full of them. Most on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round.
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchen to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted
You got
to
them, Mark? You got them?
boots? I don't think he'd fit on that little
Hell
thing.
yeah. Go ahead and keep it.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Hands up.
All right,
Well
bet.
spotted. Which means something was holding the chains up in turn. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pants by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Middle's hairs.
Her hairs.
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are you almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Middledole and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look. We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Side to the next one. The shelves. Go downstairs. Go downstairs. Bad dog. I don't know what this badass keep doing. Trying to turn the trash up here. He could be so bad.
It's a storm, Sid. Will there be free?
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children held the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Only one I could be talking about. On a reading table in my room.
Seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
Do you see the pair that got hauled into tires? Rutherford was another name of my uncle's manservant. Where would he be at Martha's Rest? see the pair that got hauled into time?
All right, read all those, got that out the way, so I got a couple of missions on deck. Like some cash kind.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts? Here you are. All done?
Move to pack. Okay.
Back again. Allow me to educate you. Of course.
So we went to war right there. This is all love right here. Everything with a heart. That's all love I see. This is a helping hand, I bet. Stage to his deceased. This relationship is questioned. Oh, okay, I get it.
Study it well, Clive.
Which I already stated pretty much. It ain't too much changed on
The
the
state of the
warfront.
realm is ever-changing,
My attendant
Clive.
was with me in the Dominion before I primed. She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its outcome. I trust you'll be waiting for me in Tabor, where I can finally introduce you.
Taya's right. Your brother is in no condition to travel. That's all I'll say on the matter. It's Mid, Gav, and your uncle we should be thinking about now.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a flying scout. If Campbell is attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Run like the wind.
Some missions. It's a hand in here. No. Look, that's all the way across there.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it, the Echoes have a will of their own.
Too slow.
Smart to do this stuff. I'm over there. Guess here we go. Grab that. There we go. Well,
Too slow. Get him. Nice try. Over here.
it could have been a mark. We had to go check that out. It was a possible mark for sure.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with the blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Good girl.
Far enough. Take Ambrosia through here too.
Safe.
There's a body over here, huh?
Straight home now. You're injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
Catch your breath.
Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach. Tabor. Forgive me. Lord Cook.
Rest well, soldier. You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic is still there.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Right. I got here in time.
Slide. Let's get it.
Someone there! Please! I can't move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
Be over here somewhere.
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor. Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here. You've earned it. You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
You're sent.
I was there in Cospis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalie when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
What of mine ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life will be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
Right.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer. Some
Man, like you or anyone else.
Go downstairs.
But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you soon.
I see you in the DLC. You ride through that stuff right there. You ride through that.
Fly, Ambrosia.
The storm, I don't know if it take energy or not, but it's possible it can take health. I'm not gonna trust it. Yeah, we got a nice ride left. That's why the mission was called Bad Blood, I guess. What are those dogs? Might be that dog pack I gotta hunt now. Somebody need help. Oh, that's 800 away. Where that's not even in this, well, in this terrace. Oh yeah, it's all the way in. It's I-4 and 9. This is in, oh yeah. We not concerned about that. Just go the rest of the way on foot. It's right here.
We're nearly there. Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Welcome, travelers. We don't get many visitors here in Tabor. Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Oh, they still work here.
Welcome, welcome.
Everybody's selling that diamond sword. You got a music. Not interested in bad no music at the time. It's not a necessity. Oh yeah.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
Right.
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events of Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua. The Einherjar is the Royalist flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canberra. Then it is Waloed Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails up at one man's behest. Barnabas Thar.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canberra is ruined.
The road is on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashi.
You about to sick them all, y'all.
He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools.
Still got blood on her sword.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Kangar with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Walud. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. But you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the Prince's light cannot have sated you. So then, how long has Walud been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas' actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
You.
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. What is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Mielos Delan Tuisak Ili. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has never been my brother's duty, remember?
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you, I...
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yose.
So they joining the hideout.
Let's find our friends.
We got a squad now. That's Ifrit. He wants Ifrit's body.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Opportunity beckons. Who am I? Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Korava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovani, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Korava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Yes. Yote is otherwise engaged at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem. Will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you, if there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
It's a canvas there.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very... You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Careful how you pack that leather.
You there! Finally! No one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part of these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizard, windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lie just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man the kindness to brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
Climb the stairs and
memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any crease goes close.
You have my thanks. Without your medicines and your wisdom, Tabor would be but a shadow of itself.
It is the least we can do in return for your generous hospitality.
The Undying are not the only secret fellowship in this realm, you know. There are others, each working for their own ends. Why, not so very long ago, a society committed to discovering how one might cast magics without a catalyst was found to be operating throughout Valisthea. They were denounced as heretics, rooted out, and driven from our shores, never to be seen again.
Have you noticed the elders?
These hides are such a good place.
Thank you for the deal. Mister, Mummy made a pottage for you.
Sounds delicious.
Fortune in skin and scale awaits any man with the will to claim it for his own. Leave Tabor by that path and venture west.
Definitely not understanding this.
Wouldn't happen to have a decent wet floor.
So it's these stones to Camber and the rest of the boxes to Dallin.
Cyril fellas are not fish, don't you think?
Well, scholarly sorts like him always are, aren't they?
those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft as Phoenix down, but if it wasn't for those dome roofs protecting the stones from the elements, the truth of Tabor's history would have been lost centuries ago.
Next to the obelisk. What it look like?
Beneath the flood, yes.
Oh, our people in here.
Thank you for the deal, mister. Mummy moved a pottage from England.
Sounds delicious. Perhaps you'll invite me round to try.
Carved in stone.
Have you noticed the elder has been coughing less of late?
Yes. I am also.
Here's the scraps you're after. Thanks. Can't do without leather if I'm to polish these stones.
Right here, whatever it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be right here.
I feel like I've fleshed 100 skins today.
Stay focused, will you? One step without scrape and the hunter's hard work will be for nothing.
Are you buying or selling? Come again.
Well, this isn't at all foreboding.
You have my thanks. Without your medicines and your wisdom, Tabor would be but a shadow of itself.
Okay.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dallin.
You wouldn't happen to have a decent whetstone in there, would you, madam?
I'm sure I can find you something. All of these stones have a good bit of diamond dust in them. That'll see your sword sharp, all right?
A scratch on them. These hides will fetch a good price.
Have you noticed the elder has been coughing less of late?
Yes.
Thank you for the deal, mister. Mummy made a pottage for you.
You must be Lord Northfield. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, my lord. I, too, am a member of the cause, though I spend most of my time hunting. For the good of the village, you understand. The soil is poor here, so the people sup mostly on meat and blood. The hides, meanwhile, they make into leather, and then into gel.
If it wasn't for those dome roofs protecting the stones from the elements, the truth of Tabor's history would have been lost centuries ago.
How are those new blue streets treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft as phoenix now, but tough as bull.
No history would be complete without mention of the Mother Crystals.
Why won't the sky go back to how it was? I don't like it.
Nor do I, dearie. In all my long years, I've never seen such a thing.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dallin.
You want me to read these stones or something? The only thing can't be obvious to do from that point.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Thank you for the deal, mister. Mummy made a pottage for you.
This is carved in stone.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
Figured it out.
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen for myself. Come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Voyages of the Ashen Ocean.
Seafarers here? Are you certain?
I'm growing less certain by the moment. Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now for the fine stone.
Children of the Hunters, now sworn to serve the sun.
Sun worship? That cannot possibly be right.
I could have sworn it was something like that. Children of the Hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
Now you gave me a band.
For years, I have pondered the mysteries of Tabor's founding. Would that I had made the journey as a younger man, when stairs held none of their terror.
Okay.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft as wings.
Beneath the flood, yes.
A fortune in skin and scale awaits any man with the will to claim it for his own. Leave Tabor by that path and venture west. The ancient beast roams the fields of Carrara.
after.
Thought he was looking this way.
Free cities.
Are you sure this is the right way?
We want to make this money real quick. Just come on.
I needed that. Come on, then. Straight home now. Get him!
This looks like ain't something no good. Not giving us a chance to power up.
Ready, go?
About no doggies. Stuff the Panther. Storm Panther. It's not one of my marks. There's probably a lot of Storm Panthers.
We're not alone.
Old team may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fighting to get. This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better. Come on.
Let's see what's that panther, my mark.
No mistakes.
Pretty cool, ain't it?